Hello Pisces, and welcome to my channel, and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. This is a weekly reading for Pisces from the 10th to the 16th of September 2018. Don't forget to watch your moon and rising signs for more complete picture. If you want a personal reading, I put my details of my website and my email address in the description box, so please contact me via email or go to my website to book a reading. I put the decks I'm using down in the description box, and I put links to eBay and Amazon if you wish to purchase the decks. And please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and send me a message if this reading resonates with you. So I have shuffled this deck. I'm going to do the general energy read, and then I will do the general tarot read after that. Okay, so the main card is flying, which says that you are behaving a little bit recklessly. So you're taking chances on things. You've never done this before, and you're decided, you're just gonna do it. To heck with it, you're just gonna do it and take your chances and see what comes of it. And the card that crowns it is the keys, which says that, this is the way that you're trying to solve problems. You're just taking a risk and taking a chance and trying to get the answers. And you do have the answers with you. You have the keys to unlock whatever problem that you have. So there are some people that are giving you advice around, but you do have the key, the solution in your hand. And the basis of that is, you want to have more freedom to do things. You want things to take off. You want things to prosper. You've also been getting some really good messages coming in as well with regards to whatever problem. So maybe that's what spurred you into to go for it, just to take the chance and do it. So a lot of freedom coming in with this, taking the chance. So in the past, you've got the telephone, which speaks about you may have had appointments that you've been attending recently. And, it also talks about with this flying over a little element of recklessness, that you're not actually looking at all the details. You need to consider all the options before taking a chance, because you've got two cards over here, flying over with sort of like taking chances and just glossing over things. And the other one is just jumping into things, being a little bit rash at the moment. So you need to stop and consider exactly what you're doing before you start making decisions, big decisions. So going into the future, you've got the attic and you've got the temple. So there might be, you might be going back into learning and into re-education with the attic card, where you're going back and exploring, things from the past maybe, but also with all these, you're trying to look for an answer to something, and you're going and doing a lot of research. So going into the past and researching a lot with this attic. You can see this person is looking for things in little drawers over there, little cupboards. So you're looking for some sort of answer to some problem that you have, but you do have the solution to that problem in your hand. The solution will come, and maybe it will come through by doing this research and looking into the past, going back and trying to find out what the answer is. This is how you're probably going to find the answer to whatever question you have, whatever problem you have. And you also need to, with the temple card, meditate and spend some time by yourself trying to uncover whatever the problem is. So whatever problem you're dealing with, try not to be too reckless with these two cards of flying over things, just glossing over things. Make sure that you are researching it really, really carefully before you make any kind of decision. And you do have the solution to that particular problem in your hand. So it is around you. You might need to ask for some advice from people around you. And, maybe going back to the past, maybe going back to some traditional solution to the problem. Things look like they are going to take off with the shoes. So you are going to have maybe some movement. Maybe you're going somewhere, taking a trip, maybe moving your job. So there is some sort of movement that comes in, but you will be able to get over the situation of these shoes all flying all over the place. So whatever you're putting into motion now is going to free you from the limitations of whatever job or whatever is tying you down. But you will need to do a lot of research, going back into the past and really trying to discover what the solution is. And you will come up with it. And it also advises that you spend some time meditating and looking for the solution within yourself. You do have the answer. It just needs to come to light. That is all. So that's the general energy for that week. So I'm just going to give this cards one more shuffle and we cut the deck. See that? Let's just move this up a little. Okay, so the general energies of the card is the Justice card. So you are trying to find some sort of balance between two kinds of lifestyles of you that you're going through. There seems to be, a lot of problems with the shark swimming around the water over here, going on around, and you're hoping that if you find this balance, you will be able to find the solution to whatever problem, that some enlightenment will come with this kind of sword card coming through, and it will break through all the confusion that you've got going around. But there are things that are going around over here that spell some sort of danger, and you're trying to find some balance so that you don't land up in a situation that you can't get out of. You don't want to land up in the water with the sharks. So that's the whole thing. You don't want to end up being in some sort of problem that you can't get yourself out of. So you are trying to find some balance. There could be some sort of legal issue as well surrounding you with this Justice card. So watch out. Make sure that you are checking all the fine print. Make sure everything is above board, because you do not want to end up in problems. It looks like if you end up in problems, that will be that. So it won't be a very, very good thing to have to face, where if there's any kind of deception going on your part, you'll be caught out. So make sure that everything is above board, that you've checked all the legal connotations. If you're involved with a court case, this kind of card usually suggests that whatever legal issues that you're having will go in your favor. So make sure everything is above board. But you're also, as I said, trying to find that clarity, try to find that balance, and trying not to get into a situation where, where you're unhinged, because that is where you get into problems. And it seems like if you get into those problems, it's something that you will not be able to solve. So make sure that everything is above board, as I said. So the main situation is you've got the Four of Swords and you've got the King of Cups. So with this Four of Swords, it looks like, you may, it's taking a break. Maybe you've had some sort of illness. This cat has got a broken leg, so maybe you have had an illness that has kept you out of work. You could have had a work-related injury or something that has made you unable to function properly recently. Maybe this is the reason why you've got this legal card. Maybe you are involved in some sort of case where there's compensation, and that's what you're trying to do. Make sure that you're presenting all the facts. If you're going for some sort of compensation, make sure that all the facts are being presented very honestly. Be very open about it. Be very, very clear as to how you present your facts, because if you want that compensation to come through, everything must be done pretty much above board. So be sure that you present your case quite clearly, if that's what you're doing. And if this is the case, that you're out of work or having to take a break from being able to function properly because of some sort of injury that you have, make sure, and you're going for some sort of legal compensation, make sure that you are got all your documentation in order. So the card that crosses it is the King of Cups, and you are keeping an eye out for. So you're looking forward to receiving to this court case. So you're watching out for it. You're you're keeping your eyes open, peeled on the case. You are anticipating something good to come of it. And with the King of Cups, usually, it's a card where a good emotional fulfillment comes from it. So whatever situation that you're going through legally, it looks like you are quite vigilant, and you are watching your back as well, keeping an eye on the case, and it looks like it will go in your favor if anything comes of it. So there seems to be, because there's the cup on the throne, so it will bring success. There should be success with whatever legal case that you have at this particular moment. So in the past year, you have been quite stable. You were earning really, really well. It looks like you're the king on the throne, and you've got all this abundance around you, and you've accumulated quite a bit. So you were in a situation of really financial security. It looks like you were on top of it. You were on top of your job. It was quite stable, and you were earning pretty well, pretty much on top of everything, and reaping and enjoying the benefits of whatever you've earned. And you've managed to even save some of that money as well. So in the past 3 months, it looks like something came in. There was some sort of situation that arose that changed everything, and that has taken you to the edge of where you should actually be. So it's brought you to a point from stability into a little bit of an unstable position. This doesn't look like it's a very safe position to be in. And it was something that happened pretty suddenly with this Ace of Swords coming in. And it's really changed the whole situation. From a place of comfort, it's taken you into a place where you're feeling a bit uneasy about being it. So maybe this was an accident that you had. Swords generally is, very high energy card. So there might have been some sort of accident that you've had. And this has taken you to the brink of what you can actually cope with at the moment. You may have had surgery previously in the last 3 months, and that may have made the situation even more dire than what it should be. So some sort of accident, some sort of surgery may have come in as well in the last 3 months. So on your mind is you're hoping that you get some support, and there is a choice that you will have to be making with the Six of Cups, with a 6, which is the Lover's card, sorry. So you're hoping that somebody will come in and give you some sort of advice and some sort of help, or maybe there'll be divine intervention as well. But there is a decision that you have to make on which road you want to see. You can see there are 3 pathways here. So you have some sort of choice that you have to make and decide which way you want to go. And this has been playing on your mind, something to get you out of this cloudy situation that you are in at the moment. So you're feeling a bit confused right now, and it looks like you do need some sort of support, some sort of help. Maybe it is a partner or a spouse that is coming in to help you, but it looks like there is some sort of choice that you have to make. Some outcomes are not really well known. You can't really see what it's going to bring for you. There's a new door over here opening. If you make one choice, and the other choice you really don't know where it's going to take you, and this one you certainly don't know. So yeah, there is a decision that has to be made, and you are hoping for some sort of advice or support to come in. So going into the future, you have the Emperor. You are trying to make sure that you've got all your resources sorted out. You are trying to put aside money for, save some money. You can see this man has got everything under his throne here. So you're trying to reorganize your resources and your finances, and you're looking into that. You're taking charge of it. So you're very much involved in reorganization of these resources, of this money, of this funds. Maybe you're getting all your paperwork and your finances in order as well. So going in yourself is the King of Cups, and here you are. Maybe you're spending a lot of time by yourself as well. You can see getting paperwork in order over here. Maybe you've also spending some time studying as well, maybe catching up on some reading, but definitely spending late hours of the night. And maybe you're worrying a little bit about this finance, but you're spending time with books, so you are doing a lot of studying, self introspection, and maybe you've decided to do some sort of studying while you are while you're being ill. But this could also be getting your finances in order, so sorting out all your paperwork, all your legal issues. That's what it looks like you're doing. So around you, you've got the Queen of Rods, which is showing that you are being very focused, and you're considering, maybe a new job offer has come in, and you're considering, or even that work offer that you're considering, going back into the work front again. You can see this cat has got a hammer in their hands, so you're trying to get back into work. Maybe you haven't quite recovered yet, but that is where you're aiming to. You've got the fire here, so you're really motivated to get back to doing whatever you were doing before, and you're trying to get back on your feet again, it seems. Letting go of this past. This is Black Rose, so you're trying to get rid of that past, and you're trying to get back into the work. So maybe you're trying to study in order that you get reskilled again, in order for you to get back into the work front. So you are really trying to get back into the work front. And on your mind is the Magician, so you're hoping to manifest something. You have an idea, a thought in your mind. Maybe you haven't been able to go back to the same job that you have been involved in. Maybe there's something new that you want to do, and you're trying to juggle everything, all your skills, your resources, coming up with new ideas, trying to put those ideas into place. So you're trying to multitask at the moment, and you're hoping that, and you're also considering going back into studying, if you can see. So here you are actually studying with this King of Cups. You are involved with work. You are involved with reading and spending time with that, and that's what you want to do. You're hoping that whatever you learn is going to get you into a new position and a new job. And you're spending a lot of time by yourself as well. Even with this card over here, you're spending a lot of time by yourself. And seen with the Magician, you're getting a lot of divine inspiration as well. So you're hoping that whatever ideas are coming in, you'll be able to, and whatever studying you learn is going to be able to produce a lot of power with you, and you're going to be able to control your situation. So you're hoping that takes you out of this problem that you are facing at the moment. So the few final outcome cards, you have the Eight of Rods, you have the Death card, and you've got the Knight of Rods. So with the Eight of Rods, you can see that you've got people coming in giving you are pretty much haven't moved, haven't done anything. It's like you're very stationary, very stuck in a position at this particular moment, and people are coming around giving you ideas on how to get out of that situation, but still there doesn't seem to be any movement around. With the Eight of Wands, it's usually a card where things start moving, and at the moment you're waiting for ideas and waiting for somebody to come in and tell you what to do in order to get out of this situation. So you're pretty stuck at the moment within whatever context you are in. So if you've been ill for a bit, or had surgery, you're waiting to recover, but you're definitely, everything is at a standstill at the moment, and people are bringing ideas on how you can get out of the situation that you are in at the moment. The Death card says that you've got to let go of the past. So if that particular job or whatever you were doing is not working out for you, you've got to actually move, because there's big changes coming in with the Moon. With the Death card, you've got the Moon over there that says that you don't have much clarity yet, and even so, this person is also sitting with a book. So it looks like you need to actually get back into the studying and maybe do something while you're recovering in order to get on with it. It also looks like you've got to bury the past. So whatever thing that you had going before you've gotten into the situation where you've gotten ill, it looks like you're going to have to walk away from that particular job that you had into something new, and go for it into something new. Leave the past behind and move away from it. And there's some news and some movement comes in. So whatever you were doing, you will move out of this energy of feeling very stuck and stagnant. Somebody will give you some sort of idea to get going. You've got to let go of the past, and it looks like with this Knight of Rods you do start moving. So here, bridging the gap. So maybe the studying that you're doing is going to be able to bridge the gap between where you are at and where you will be going. And you can see the light coming in, so there's inspiration coming in for you. So so stick with it. whatever new information, whatever maybe research, something that's got information involved in it is coming in for you, and it will help you move from this phase and leap over into the next cycle, into the next phase. So it will get you out of the situation of being very stagnant. Maybe it's this idea that this person is giving you that will take you out of the stagnancy and move you across this, see this gap that's there, this break in your stride. So whatever has stopped you from moving, now whatever idea comes in will allow you to move forward, and you will move forward quite rapidly. So you will get out of the situation, whatever it is, you will get out of it. So overall, you're actually trying to make sure that you have balance. There might be some sort of legal issue coming up to do with compensation of some sort. And you're just waiting. You are really maybe taking a break, but just waiting for things to come. You can see even here, keeping an eye out, keeping an ear out, watching for things to come in, anticipating something coming in. You are trying to reorganize your finances and make sure that you're saving, and you are taking charge of the situation. So you're not sitting back and letting things happen. You are taking charge of it with this Emperor card, and you are very determined to make things happen. So you are saving some money, putting aside some money, and it seems like you're going back into studying, or you should go back into studying so that you can get back into the work front if that is what you want to do. And it looks like there will be ideas that come in from people that will allow you to move forward, so bridging the gap and moving forward quite rapidly. But you've got to let the past go. It's something that it will hinder you, and it's a new lifestyle, a new cycle. Maybe whatever happened to you has changed you quite a bit, and it's now a time for you to move forward into something brand new. So I'm going to just draw some cards from the Archangel Power Tarot, and this is just to give some advice. So the first card that comes is the Queen of Michael, which says you know exactly what to do, the benefit of experience, a time for your career rather than relationships. So you do know what to do with the Queen of Michael, and it says you are very insightful here. So you've got a lot of experience in whatever you've done, and it's time now to just focus on this career and trying to get back onto that work front and trying to get back into doing whatever you used to. Well, not necessarily doing what you used to, but moving on into something brand new, it seems, the cards are advising. So the last card is the World card, which also indicates that a cycle has come to an end. So maybe that old job and that old lifestyle is now finished for you, and something new is coming in, and you've got a happy ending, coming full circle, spiritual growth and insight. So something that you've worked with is now come to an end. An old job coming to an end and a new cycle beginning. And there's a lot of insight that has come with this experience that you've had. And the last card is Queen of Raphael. Follow your heart, love of home and family, trustworthy psychic information. So you've got to go by your gut instincts too. There are people that are coming in and giving you a lot of advice and a lot of support as well. They're giving you ideas about what to do. You can see this cat handing this cat that wand. So a lot of new ideas and new advice coming in. And it will allow you to get off from wherever you are and get back onto the road again, back onto your career path, or get onto your life path again. But you need to follow your heart, and there is that choice card with the Lovers card coming in. So you need to make a decision that where you follow your heart and decide what you do. So you're entering a brand new cycle with the ending of the world, and you need to decide which way you're going to do. And the Queen of Raphael says that you need to follow your heart, do something that you love now. Maybe you were stuck in a job that or in a situation that was not really making you happy, and now whatever's happened is now come to take you out of that stagnant situation and move you into something more productive and something that will get you back on track again of your life path or your spiritual reason for being on this earth. So it's very important for you to follow the thing that you love. See this as a break and as an opportunity, not as something that brought you down, but something that you can learn from, build upon, and move forward into a more positive direction. So I hope that this reading has resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if it has. Thank you so much for watching. Take care now. Goodbye.